that when you're now with all best intentions trying to now set up dates between you and Mameen
Correct.
separately as a
Correct.
solo thing.
Brown Girl Squad is all up in my mix. It is what it is, man. And that's the truth. And I swear to God by it. So check it. I'm still being a soldier about it. But this is what you have to understand.
Yes, sir. I'm listening.
I protected a lot of people's energy on this show. There are scenes when we're there where the real issue, and I'll just only throw this caveat out, the real issue that was, for some reason, it showed Aisha and Zadia and Camille. But it was Sydney, Aisha, or Sydney, Zadia and Camille. That was the real issue on this show. And there were levels of something that never gets discussed on Black TV, on any level of reality show, and that's colorism. And the shit showed up. And me and Dante had multiple dialogues where I started them because I was just realizing how much this was affecting people. And we would go off onto at the retreat, we would go out to the Get Out Plantation walkway and have full-on dialogues with cameras in our face, but not because we wanted to, because this is something that needs to be discussed. And maybe we can be the powers that be that like affect change. At that point in time, I had also pulled Mumeen aside and I had also addressed the fact that like, yo, your connection, not saying that you shouldn't have it, because those women deserve to have friends as well, regardless of what animosity is built. You know, we're human. You know, some of us, we just don't see our character as it is all the time, but we're human. She was part of them no matter what. And being a valued church woman and an intellect to a default, sometimes I just wanted to pull her away from them and be like, just for a day, like, just come holler at me, right? And then this is the other part. So now I'm taking them out. I'm literally taking us to like, I'm taking us out to dinner. Like, everybody meet up on Saturday. Where are we going, Frank? Everybody look up their text message. Who the person who's setting all of this up? Because I had to, because you asked me. So I'm going to do it because I didn't want to see Mumeen. But now there's Frank is for the Street song. While we're out and I'm hosting, Zadia and Camille are having jokes in the background while I'm hugged up on their girl. Frank is for the streets. Frank is for the streets. Frank is for the streets, streets for the streets. And they're doing this nonstop and it's antagonistic as fuck. And I'm going to be a whole goddamn gentleman and just brush it off my shoulders. But y'all being some fucking assholes and you're messing up the connection I'm having with somebody else. And I'm trying my hardest to have. I'm doing my due diligence right now to be a good person. And you're still bringing all of this extra bullshit on a daily basis. And the reason I'm so amped right now is because, I had to feel these emotions eventually. And it led me to walk away from certain things. Look, there's something about my past, right? Eventually, I became slightly estranged from my aunts and uncles. I was the only child in me. They never did anything wrong, but I started associating them to my dad and him not being there. And I had to find a way to like apologize to them and own up for the fact that it's not their fault. And I should do something about my relationship with my dad instead of now allowing that to affect our relationship, because like it never was an issue. It should have never been an issue, right? This is me just opening up fully. Okay. So that same kind of, you talked about how like a circumstance with my mom, right? The same kind of effect is happening here. And I'm stressed, bro. I'm stressed on multiple levels because like I'm also building I'm building my brand and I trust in them and I care about them. And my brain is doing a fucking 180 nonstop and I can't catch the wave at all. I couldn't collect my thoughts. I couldn't like the things that like on a daily basis that I would say, like I would have a million thoughts go through my head and I couldn't grasp one to just go structure. So I became a hermit a little bit, bro. Like I changed. I literally did. It wasn't that I didn't want to talk to her. I wasn't talking to anybody, bro. I was sitting on this couch. I was in my bed. I was having a hard time getting out of it. Only for literal work. If it was scheduled or somebody said, this is what we're doing, that's where I was at.